There are some game-changing low-carb recipes that you can find online. But I feel like there's also an equal amount of recipes out there that are just straight up sus. That's why I've decided it's time for someone to step up, make these recipes, and give people an honest review to determine whether these bizarre-sounding low-carb recipes are smackin' or lackin'. That phrase may or not be subject to change. Today we're going to be looking at a brownie recipe that only calls for 2 ingredients. First things first though, let's go and hop on the computer and we'll take a look at this video. Full disclaimer, the last thing that I want to do is come across as mean or offensive to any of the creators of these recipes. This is truly all just for fun. At the end of the day, your guys' videos are very much appreciated. So yeah, just want to get that out of the way. So this recipe comes from probably one of the biggest low-carb lifestyle channels on YouTube. So let's go ahead and watch this together. Just going to go through a few different clips. We're not going to watch the whole thing together.
Home. I will link them for you in case you want to use the ones that
Okay, so ingredient number 1 is 11 ounces of chocolate chips, sugar-free. I'm probably going to be using the Lily's brand. It's usually the most available for me. And honestly, they do a really good job for sugar-free chocolate chips.
Do the double broiler if you'd like.
I think I'll probably do the double boiler method for this. I feel like that just makes a little more sense when it comes to like chocolate. All right, she's melted her chocolate and it looks like the next ingredient is, holy shit, 6 eggs. Wow. Looks like there's no separation needed, so just the egg whites and the yolks together. Sounds to me like she's whipping it this way to introduce air to it, make it frothy, probably to either add volume to the brownie itself, probably.
So we have our melted chocolate and our frothy eggs.
All right, there's all 2 ingredients right there. So I imagine she's probably gonna mix them together. Yep, eggs into the chocolate. It looks like you have to do quite a bit of mixing to get these to incorporate. That's interesting.
I want the chocolate to be more intensified, so I'm gonna add a little bit of instant coffee.
Ah, a little sneaky
snack.
Third ingredient in there. Okay, well, but it's optional, you know, so that your brownies don't just straight up taste like eggs and chocolate chips, I guess. I'm sorry, that was mean.
You're kind of a piece of shit. You're kind of a dick, I don't have time for it. Don't be an asshole today.
I have never had instant coffee in my household in my entire life, so probably gonna have to go order it. And that's why this portion of today's video is sponsored by Gotcha there. You really thought that was gonna be a sponsor? We ain't there yet.
This is where we're at with the texture.
Looks like it's a little on the thin side, but it should be okay. Okay, bake for 350 degrees, 15 minutes. Pretty much. What the fuck? What is that?
What?
Why does it look like that? Okay, alright, so she's trimming off the edges, but what happened? Why does it look like that? They look pretty good though, honestly. Okay. Oh! There's the 4th optional ingredient right there. Flaky salt? Okay. I can see that though. I mean, putting salt on top of any dessert, whether it's like a cookie or brownie, it really does help just bring out the sweetness. So yeah, I can see why she did that.
This is genius. Okay.
Genius. Wow. With a reaction like that, okay, I'm actually getting a little excited. Maybe we're gonna start this series off on a high note. I think that's gonna do it for this. Let's go and head back in the kitchen.
All right, fam. This no-fuss 2-ingredient recipe is so simple, you'd still have time left in your day to finish a full season of your favorite show. I personally recommend FX's The Bear on Hulu. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do is weigh out 11 ounces of any low-sugar chocolate chips you're able to find. In this case, I'm using Lily's brand dark chocolate chips. Add water to a medium-sized saucepan set to medium-high heat, and get this water to a nice boil. With your chocolate chips in a glass or steel bowl, go ahead and place that on top of the pan and continuously stir your
chocolate chips
until they are fully melted and set aside. Crack 6 whole-ass eggs into a separate bowl and begin whisking by hand or with a hand mixer until the whites and yolks have become one and the mixture is frothy. Pour your frothy egg mixture into your other bowl of melted chocolate chips. Optionally add 1 teaspoon of instant coffee and begin mixing until you formed a proper brownie batter. Line a cake pan, brownie pan, whatever, with parchment paper, and go ahead and pour your mixture in. Throw that bad boy into an oven preheated to 350 degrees for 15 minutes. After that time's up, check for doneness, remove from the pan using the parchment paper, trim the sides, top with flaky salt, optional, and your 2 ingredient brownies are officially done.
Okay, that was quick. They're already done. Here they are. 2 ingredient, 4 if you're counting the 2 optional ingredients. But yeah, 2 ingredient brownies, super quick. Maybe it took me, with the 15-minute bake time, probably took me 30 minutes total. I did not get that strange lumping, morphing thing that hers did. I'm not sure what was going on with that. At first glance, you can definitely see how they're very dense. It almost looks like fudge. But all right, here we go. Smackin' or lackin'? Okay. I've never had a flourless brownie before, but I'm assuming this is the a similar texture to that. It is actually very fudgy. It is very dense. I'm actually gonna finish this whole thing. Final verdict. They're not eggy. They are delicious. Perfect amount of sweetness. The instant coffee does help, and the salt does help. But you could actually go without, and I think it would be just fine. Seriously, on a scale of 1 to 10, these are getting a very solid 7.5. Like, these are phenomenal. So I can officially conclude these are smackin'.
Fucking smackin'.
Shout out to Low Carb Love for this recipe. This is really good. I was super skeptical about this. I can't believe that they have, with using 6 whole eggs, I can't believe they're not eggy at all. Like, I'm amazed. So the link for her recipe is gonna be right down below. Go check out her channel. She really is one of the top low carb recipe YouTubers out there right now. And she's doing a hell of a job, so yeah, definitely check her out. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video, guys, so I'll see you next time.